Okay, what's up YouTube? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little cinematic shots of the Blazer, because that's the last time you guys are going to see this car with that silver trim and the gray wheels, because to be honest, they have got to go. It's one of the few things that I do not like about this car. So they come on the 2019 and above Blazer RSs if you don't choose to upgrade to the gloss black that they have. So instead of dropping some money and getting these powder coated for right now, because we're going to be saving some money right now. So instead of dropping money on powder coating these, we're going to go ahead and super wrap them a gloss black. Super wrap is proven to be way better, handle things a lot better than Plasti Dip, the traditional Plasti Dip people like to use. It is cheaper, however it does flake over time, does get beat up with road debris, and it doesn't have a gloss black finish. It's more of a matte black. So if you guys like matte black, that may be something that you want to look into, but for today's video, we're going to go ahead and transform these wheels into a gloss black and see what it looks like. So if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and stay tuned, and let's get this video started. Alright, first things first, let's go over some of the tools that we're going to be needing for today's little project. So of course you need to get the wheels off, so you need a lug wrench. You're going to need 4 jack stands. Alright, this is to make sure you do all the wheels at one time, save yourself some time in the long run. And you're going to need yourself a jack. Right now I have a Daytona 3-ton low profile jack. Comes out really handy. A couple pumps and the car is already jacked up. And last but not least, I have a kit that I ordered off of Amazon. It's the Super Wrap kit. So what it does is it comes with your bottle. It comes with your bottles of Super Wrap itself, the product. They gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cans of that. It has a do-it-yourself prep spray, so we'll go ahead and see what all that's about. Masking tape, and it also has tape and drape, so it's going to help with overspray on the wheels, tires, and things of that nature. And then just a little cloth. So it comes with everything that you really need in the kit. And yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And I figure out one last thing is, you need to go ahead and bring that can-do attitude, because it should be a little fun project. Alright, so now that we know all of our tools and equipment needed, we're going to go ahead and jack this car up. Just a pro tip, it's a lot easier and safer to go ahead and break those lug nuts before you get the car jacked up. Forgot to mention that. Alright, just a little update. So we got all 4 wheels off, ready to go. Next step is to go ahead and clean everything. So I unboxed this little Super Wrap prep spray, and it actually calls out to rinse off the wheels with some water, agitate, get all the debris off, and then it tells you to go ahead and use this, spray it on there, leave it on there for about a minute, let everything eat away, and then wipe it clean with the microfiber towel. So what we're going to go ahead and do is roll out all these wheels out there in the grass, spray it down with the hose, get off as much debris as we can, bring it back in here in the garage, because you kind of want to spray paint everything in a non-contaminant area, I guess you could say. So the garage will probably be best. You don't want grass flying on there, dust, and things of that nature. Even Mother Nature, you don't want bugs landing on there. So garage will probably be the best place to do it. Just make sure it's ventilated, and then you should be good. And I'm going to try to leave these all in order. That way I don't forget what wheel goes where. Alright, now that all the wheels are rinsed off, we're going to go ahead and do what the instructions say. I'm going to go ahead and spray the surface and let that sit for a little bit and wipe it clean. And it does say spray it on generously, so we're going to spray the crap out of this. Alright, so it's been sitting for about 5 minutes, which is even 4 minutes longer than what they are requiring. So let's go ahead and give this a nice wipe down and see how good or not that compound was. Just like your generic cleaner so far. Don't know if there's anything of a big difference. Then we're also going to remove these caps as well. We don't want to paint over that. Looks like it's black, so it's going to match everything already. So we're just going to go ahead and give these a big wipe down. I don't need to show you guys that whole process and waste your time. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Cleaning the rest of these wheels pretty good, and then moving it back into the garage. But just to show you, let's go ahead and pop that one out. Just going to flip your tire over. And just a simple pop, comes right out. You can do it with one hand. Save it from getting scratched. And there you go. Alright, a little update. So it's been about an hour. Got the car jacked up in that time, and we got the wheels prepped and cleaned. So like I said, that was an hour. So make sure, that's probably the most important step of this project, is making sure your surface prep is good, no contaminants on there. So everything is clean. We got the center cap removed, that's what you want to call it, the whole center cap's removed. Now we actually just got to mask off the tire itself, and we should be good to go ahead and start painting. Okay, there has got to be a more time saving way to do this. That was a pain in the butt to mask off, I am not gonna lie, it took a while. Alright, another example of work smarter, not harder. So what I ended up doing was finding an old box of playing cards, and that's going to do more than enough of the job right there for me. I was using some Post-its. It was flimsy, a lot easier to work with, however, they kept falling over and wasn't sturdy. But the playing cards, that's definitely a nice way to go. You might as well add that to the list. Get some playing cards to help mask things off. So I'll save you guys the trouble. A deck of playing cards is only going to cover about 2 wheels, so here we are with some skip bow. Same process. To be honest, something I really don't want to do, but it's probably the best thing to keep everything uniformed as far as the end results go. I'm going to have to remove this masking tape that I worked so tirelessly on. But you know what? It's going to come out better. So let's go ahead and rip it. It's like a bad Band-Aid. What's crazy is look how easy it comes off. Such a shame. Right now that the wheels are all prepped and ready to go, I'm not really too concerned about getting overspray on the tire. That'll come off eventually. But the wheels are all prepped. I'm gonna give it one last little wipe down. Alright, just got done reading the instructions on this little super wrap spray itself. So first things first, you want to give this thing a shake for a minimum of a minute. Secondly, you want to make sure your weather conditions are good. They tell you not to use it in direct sunlight, nowhere in crazy humidity, and they would like the temperatures to be 20 to 28 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is Fahrenheit, but the weather conditions here seem pretty okay for what I've been doing before. And what you also want to do is you'll be spraying 8 to 12 inches away. Nice light coat for the first one, and then for the wet coats, you want to give it a little more spray for those wet coats. And then last but not least, it tells you to wait 10 to 15 minutes per coat. And then once you have all your coats done on your wheels, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and remove the masking tape, or in our case, the playing cards, before the last final coat dries. And then wait to install your wheels until about, they say, 6 to 12 hours after the final coat cures. So other than that, let's go give it some shake and get started. Okay, there's our first coat. As you guys can tell, not really caked on there. That's exactly how you want it to look. And Super Wrap was kind enough to give us that tape and drape for the wheels. I didn't really use them. I just got it masked up against the car, that way if there is any overspray, it's not going to be getting on my paint. So I highly recommend you guys do the same thing if you go this method. Well, not every day can you say that you're thankful for a pandemic, because now I have masks just laying around everywhere, which kind of comes in handy because the fumes on this Super Wrap, they're a little stronger than like Plasti Dip and other aerosol cans that I've used before. I don't know if it's just because of the amount that I'm spraying in here right now, but mask is going to help a little bit, so I'll wear it while I'm spraying and then let everything kind of vent out the garage. But here's the results after 2 coats, one being the base coat and 1 wet coat. So looking pretty good so far, looking promising. The front passenger side right here, we have a curb rash. And after about 3 coats, it started disappearing. So hopefully that holds up over time. I'll definitely keep you guys in the loop on that. But there you go. You can kind of see it right there. Coat 5 done. 1 minute and 10 minutes. So I'll be honest, right there on coat 6, my finger is actually starting to get a little fatigued, my whole wrist. So keep that in mind if you guys have like a paint gun or something like that, or a trigger gun. Might be coming in handy because, yeah, my fingers are starting to get pretty tired here. Okay, just sprayed all 6 cans of super wrap, and now before everything dries like the instructions say, we're going to go ahead and remove our masking tape, or in our case, the cards. Everything's coming off nice and easy. I was actually a little nervous about it, but as you guys can see, it's coming off really nice. So I think the playing cards were a good way to go. Yeah, look at that. Nice finish. Just to catch you guys up to speed on everything, so here are the wheels. They're all done painting. So it went about 10 coats on there with 6 cans worth. So I have 1 can left, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip these wheels over, and I'm going to get the inside rim just so it doesn't look like I missed any spots on the back side. And then, yeah, we're going to wait 15 hours before we can mount these on the car. And additionally, I did not forget about these, but here are your lug nuts, okay? My car came with little silver basic ones, but what I did is I went ahead and ordered some new ones off of Amazon, way cheaper than paying the Chevy price. I'll leave the link in the description box below, and they should be getting here tomorrow, so really quick shipping. They're gonna be black, so it's gonna be matching everything because that just doesn't look fancy. So hopefully it gets here before I mount the wheels, and everything will be a-okay. So that's gonna about do it for today's video. I'll catch back up with you guys tomorrow once these are all done, set, and dry. And yeah, any questions or concerns, lay it down in the comments below. But they are super glossy, nothing like Plasti Dip and the Glossifier that they have. This is just straight up gloss, and it looks like grayish on camera, but I promise you it is black in person. So because I have zero patience, there's actually one more thing that we can do today. It'd probably be better to wait, but I'm impatient. But we're gonna go ahead and throw on our Chevy bow tie center caps. Voila! Looks like a Chevy wheel now. Since we're done painting now, we can go ahead and remove everything. Start getting this garage cleaned up. This is actually pretty handy. I've never used tape and drape, but it definitely saved some time. And pretty easy to remove. I'd definitely buy this on my own. Let's see. But before I forget to show you guys this number, it's pretty crazy. So doing this ourselves, we saved $460, and that was based off powder coating services at $75. Nationwide, that's pretty much the average per wheel, $75 to get this powder coated. So 75 times 4, that's already $300, okay? And then the Chevy lug nuts, they're about $300 each as well, but I went off of Amazon, bought some for $40. So basically I paid $40 for the lug nuts, $100 or less for the super wrap kit that I used, and yeah, pretty much walking away with $140, the brand new set of wheels looking, compared to about $600 if you were to get it powder coated with the new Chevy Blazer lug nuts. Alright guys, welcome to day number 2. Everything is dried overnight, and we're going to go ahead and throw these wheels back on the car. I hate to do it because we don't have the black lug nuts in yet. However, we do got to run some errands, and both of our car seats are in here, so that's the only viable way right now. But we're going to go ahead and throw that on the car. But here's one last look of everything, because, spoiler alert, I am not going to show you until we roll it out the garage. Needless to say, I'm pretty excited about this. So Heather just had to take the car to an appointment, but holy smokes, what a transformation. I can't wait to show you guys more in depth. I'm pretty stoked about that. Alright, are you guys ready now that Heather is home? Let's go ahead and dive down a little deeper. I think this thing looks amazing. Really proud of it. I just think these black wheels definitely make this car pop. And there's the wheel itself. Super glossy, and as you can tell, it still has the silver lug nuts, but we're waiting on the black ones to get in from Amazon today. And then we'll go ahead and get those installed. And here is the rear tire, rear wheel. So glossy, it doesn't even really want to focus on the wheels. Kind of crazy. But man, that makes it look so much more aggressive in my opinion. Okay, so that's gonna wrap up this weekend's little project. Wheels came out killer. As you guys can tell, we still have the silver lug nuts on there. We do have to change that, so as soon as they get in the mail, I'll make an additional video, give you a review on them, how they fit, and everything of that nature. But as far as the Super Wrap goes, excellent product. We'll see how it holds up over time. I've heard good and bad reviews on it, so no better way than to test it yourself. But for 80 bucks, you really can't beat the way this product came out. Super happy with it. And with that being said, any additional questions, comments, or concerns, lay them down below. As always, I'll try to address them for you. If this video was helpful for you guys, give it a big thumbs up. Helps the channel out, helps us grow. And without further ado, I just want to say, again, thanks for watching. Never live your life in idle, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Alright, you can say bye. Say see you in the next one. Alright.